back to his side. Ferrans had been loosed on the world that way. I was careful to smile. He is. We did. And I waggled my right hand. We did not. Tell me. No, wait. Predax shifted some practical artifacts off the padded chair in the sitting room and offered it to me. He found me a clean glass and poured me some orange squash from the pitcher that sat next to his half-eaten meat pie. I did not know how thirsty and dry I was until I took my first swallow. All the while Predax rattled away. So, I got home safely, he was saying. I took your horse, like you told me. He seemed to know where he was going, so I let him have his head, and he took me to Jinglen's hotel. It's an inn this morning, I said. I did not remember suggesting Predax take Terith, but he had been in Jinglen's stable when Elva and I arrived in the city 3 days ago. I need to see the council. Abrupt, but I had no one else to help me, and Predax seemed glad enough to see me. Have you a first-class friend? He impressed me by not asking any questions, just nodding slowly and narrowing his eyes. Maybe I can do better than that. Are you staying here in the court? No. Since Elva is with me, we preferred to stay at Jinglen's. The boy's face brightened when I mentioned Elva. I had forgotten they were friends. And Arlyn Albinil? I moved my head to the right, and then to the left. Predax blew out a sigh. I'm sorry. I never really knew him, and I never got a chance to apologize for, well, you know. Holding him down while Metanari cut his wrists and siphoned off his blood? I managed not to say this out loud. Predax stopped chewing on his lower lip. Is this about the Godstone? Predax, I will tell you everything. Probably. But can you help me? He studied my face with concerned eyes before answering. Do you have some time right now? I stood up. Absolutely. I was not quite so eager a few minutes later, however, and I slowed as we approached another familiar building. My mentor, Senior Lorist Medlin Tyrell, had his offices here. And my new mentor, Lorist Tamari Otwin, has hers here now. Wonderful. Tamari Otwin. The name sounded familiar, but surely it wouldn't be. Though the door stood open, Predax tapped 3 times and waited until a voice called to us to enter. I had had a glimpse of the Lorist once before, when she had found Elva, Arlyn, and me in her office. She looked exactly the same. Middle height, short fair hair standing up in spikes, an oval face with a nose like a knife blade. With luck, she would not recognize me. Altogether, this was not turning out to be my lucky day. Judging by the sudden stiffness of her face, she remembered me very well. For a moment I thought she would just order me out, but after a glance at Predax, she gave me a short nod. Predax ushered me in and closed the door. Practitioner Tamari Otwin, he said formally. This is Practitioner Fenra Lowens. He went to a side table covered with the complicated paraphernalia used by coffee fanatics, raising his eyebrow to me. I shook my head and wasted one of my best looks on his back as he turned away. Tamari Otwin stood and offered me her right hand. Fenra Lowens, as I live and breathe. Call me Tamari, she said, still stiff, but with a small smile, and indicated the armchair in front of the desk. She had changed the furniture, so at least the office didn't feel like Medlin's anymore. Predax has told me so much about you. I feel I know you already. Her tone gave nothing away. Fenra needs a favor, Predax put in before I could respond. I should have realized that any mentor worth having would have questioned him carefully before taking him on, especially in this case. It's a rare thing for an apprentice to lose.